Today's busy executive is faced with some pretty tough decisions, not least of which is which executive car they should choose to adorn their driveway and transport them in style and comfort from one high-powered business meeting to another. The competition for their business is extremely fierce, and the shopping list seems to be growing and growing. The list may be large, but it seems to be dominated by the Germans. Audi's A6 is a sleek and stylish statement. Mercedes-Benz have combined elegance and quality in their C-Class. And of course, top of every executive wish list is 5 Series engineering and performance from BMW. But there's now a neutral country hot on the heels of the Germans. Sweden is going for the executive car market with all cylinders firing. Volvo have always been known for their reliability and safety, but now they're also doing well in the design stakes thanks to the S70's handsome lines. And the latest attack from the land of snow and vodka has come from Saab in the shape of the 9.5, the replacement for the 9000, and as the name suggests, the car that Saab hope will lure car buyers away from the BMW 5 Series. Pretty ambitious, but Saab feel that the 9.5 has what it takes to take it to the top of the executive chart. There are 3 models to choose from. Top of the range is a 3-litre V6, there's a 2.3 litre, and this, the entry-level 2 litre at £22,000. But this is the slightly more luxurious SE model, and that'll set you back 24.5 grand on the road. But hang on just a minute before you sign the cheque. There's a few things to add to that. £1,220 for the 4-speed automatic gearbox. Leather seats, £1,150. A Saab driving pack with cruise control for £510. And for the luxury of keeping your posterior warm on those cold winter mornings, a cheque for £230 for heated seats. Bringing you to a grand total of just under £28,000. Wow, enough to put you behind the driving seat of a very well-equipped 5 Series or even the Mercedes CLK. So the Saab isn't cheap, but if you can do away with the extras, like the leather and the warmth for your posterior, then you do get a good list of standard equipment. To name but a few, there's driver, passenger and side airbags, electric windows and mirrors, air conditioning, a steering wheel that adjusts for both height and reach, and an excellent stereo. The feeling here inside the cabin is that everything has been designed for people who spend an awful lot of time behind the wheel. Saab, of course, are famed for the comfort of their seats, and work with orthopaedic specialists at the design stage has ensured that these are as comfortable as your favourite armchair. The instrument panel is typically Saab, curving around the driver, putting everything within easy reach. One particularly nice touch is that the instrument panel can be dimmed at night, so it doesn't distract the driver on those long, tiresome journeys home. The driver does have plenty of space, as does the passengers, and there's an awful lot of luggage room for those executive briefcases and other stuff. All around the car are plenty of cubby holes, there's even a map holder, and of course the obligatory cup holders. A couple of irritating points with a rather poor visibility in my particular driving position, and the sound of the indicators that drove me absolutely mad. On the face of it, the 9.5 doesn't look strikingly different to its predecessor, but the changes are ones that you feel rather than see. General Motors have done a deal with Saab to supply the chassis for the 9.5. It's based on the Vauxhall Vectra, but Saab engineers have adapted it so that it puts the Vectra's ride and handling to shame. The 9.5 is smooth and supple and handles well on most roads, but it is a bit let down on sharp bends where it feels rather front heavy and suffers from body roll. The 9.5's engine range has been updated from the old 9000s. Both the 2 and the 2.3 litres get their power from 4 cylinders and a light pressure turbo. Now Saab call their engines Eco-Power, standing for ecology, economy and power. And power it certainly has. There's plenty of torque and the engine really doesn't have to be revved too hard to respond. Good soundproofing ensure that the engine stays quiet, giving you a smooth and a relaxing ride. But what lets the ride down is the automatic gearbox, which just doesn't seem to work in harmony with the engine. It seems to lunge the car forward as it changes, and the 4 speeds just simply aren't enough. A far better deal is to save yourself the £1,200 and stick to the manual option instead. This is without doubt a car you'd be happy to carry around the family in, as it's just packed with safety features. There's ABS, all-round airbags, anti-submarine seats, a head restraint to protect you from whiplash, side impact protection, and there are no less than 8 patented safety features on it. The Saab 9.5 is a well-equipped and comfortable car. It's practical and it's safe. It has a powerful, refined engine. You know that buying the 9.5 would be a sensible choice. It's a car that wouldn't let you down. But it's just not very exciting. It's extremely unadventurous, and it suggests that the kind of person who chooses to buy a 9.5 is a bit boring. The Saab 9.5 will give the 5 Series a run for its money, until it gets to the one point that sits at the top of every executive's wish list: image. You can't help feeling that instead of high-powered business meetings and a fast track to the top, the 9.5 is heading for an early retirement and afternoons on the golf course.